We graciously welcome our Honorable Prime Minister P.W. Botha and his gracious wife.
We receive you, Mr. Prime Minister, today with an open and a very clear mind. We have agreed and we have disagreed in the past, and we will agree and disagree in the future also. We do not want, ladies and gentlemen, to be accused of saying no to peaceful change now.
Well, I believe that the structure of the Constitution is such that the House of Delegates and the House of Representatives will have a sort of a veto on legislations. Now, quite a lot of people are playing on this ratio of white majority of 4:2:1. But if you take like-thinking persons in Parliament, you have 27 Progs, 85 Coloreds and 45 Indians. That will give you a total of 157 over 112 nets. Can you imagine the world looking at a state president continually disagreeing or going against the will of 157 MPs as opposed to 112 nets, or alternatively looking at the chambers and ruling against the views of 2 1/8 of a chamber out of the 3 chambers, and continuously upholding the views of 7/8 of a chamber? How would the world look at this? And I believe that South Africa is bending over backwards to get international respectability and international credibility. The whole institution will collapse. And when it comes to general affairs, one can be guaranteed that we in the House of Delegates will oppose any measure that is objectionable on moral grounds. And we have a type of a veto. That's important. That is going to be one of our most important weapons to influence changes in South Africa.
This is an illegitimate government with an illegitimate constitution. The detention of so many people connected to the United Democratic Front, the detention of so many other people who have tried to protest against that fast that we all had to go through yesterday, is a shameful act of blatant violence and intimidation. But let me tell you, you must not be too surprised, because it is in the nature of this government to do things like this. It is the very nature of the beast we are fighting against. So don't be surprised. This is a government who is not interested in democracy. This is a government who is not interested in gaining the confidence of the people whom they are supposed to govern.
Anche perché noi esterni, io, perché
Excuse me, sir, can I ask you some questions?
Yes, please.
Are you voting?
Yes, definitely.
Why are you voting?
Well, I have a great future for us. This is a historic moment for us. And my children, my wife, and I have been helping Rajbansi for the last 1 month. I believe the government is very sincere in reform. And I think we have a great future for us. A place in the sun for my... I'm carving out a place in the sun for my children.
Well, actually, I'm not really interested in the percentage poll because the people have not been given a fair opportunity to either stay away from voting or to come and vote. In the constituency in which I am standing, Mr. Pandey, who's for the National People Party, and myself have canvassed extensively, and we know, but for a small minority, most of these people are interested in voting. But there is a fear and that something will happen, and it's being demonstrated this morning by the manner in which these people are going from home to home, telling the people not to vote.